Do you have no college degree and feel like you're stuck earning the bare minimum? Then watch this video. I'm going to walk you through professions that don't require a degree, but I'm also going to reveal the one option on this list that offers something the others don't: true financial freedom. Let's start with the most accessible entry point. A help desk specialist is the go-to person clients reach out to when a service malfunctions or when they simply don't understand a feature. They contact you via chat or email, and you guide them on exactly what to do. Most often, the conversation boils down to click here, restart, or here are the instructions. Often, this work can be performed from home right at your computer. No complex technical knowledge is needed. Typically, the employer provides all the necessary training. The typical salary range here is usually from $40,000 to $60,000 a year. The upsides are that a degree isn't needed, the work is stable and straightforward, and it's a solid first step into the world of remote work. There's growth potential, such as becoming head of the support department with a significant pay raise. There are downsides too. The work can be monotonous, and you often have to deal with dissatisfied or even angry customers. It's important to remember that sometimes what seems simple to you is an impossible task for others, and that's normal. Now, here's an option for those who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. An electrician helper or an HVAC assistant is someone who supports the master technician, handing them tools, installing parts, performing repairs, or making replacements. There's nothing super complicated here either. All training happens right on the job. At first, it's enough simply to be able to tell a screwdriver from a wrench. First come simple tasks, then harder ones. Typical earnings here are usually from $40,000 to $80,000 a year. The upsides: such specialists are always in demand, and technology will not replace them. Believe me, the day robots start walking into homes to fix toilets is still a long way off. And air conditioners and heaters are purchased and break down year-round. There's growth potential. Once you realize you've mastered the trade, you can start working for yourself. The downsides: physical labor, working on a strict schedule, and frequent travel. Now, let's look at another high-income skill, though it still requires trading your direct time for money. A sales representative is someone who communicates with people, guides them to purchase a product or service. And while many think of sales as pushy, most often it's just a genuine conversation where you can explain how the product or service can solve the client's problem. For example, this could be a call to a business owner like, "Tell me, do you handle the website and client inquiries yourself?" If they handle inquiries themselves, you can offer a solution which automatically collects leads and saves them several hours a day. If the person is interested, you agree on the next step. Income here depends directly on you and the value you sell. Usually there's a base salary plus commission. On average, the salary can begin from $50,000 a year, and sales representatives in more specific and in-demand fields can earn up to several $100,000. The upsides are that a degree isn't needed. You can quickly scale your income, and the skills stay with you for life. And communication skills are a massive asset in any era. Believe me, the downsides: you need to talk to people constantly, be able to handle rejection, and be ready for repetitive workflows. Now, pay close attention, because this is hands down the best option on our list. If you want not just a job, but your own business and actual wealth, then starting an online store is the single most accessible path today. Unlike other jobs, where you trade hours for dollars, here you're building an asset. And what's great, nowadays you don't even need to buy inventory in advance or rent a warehouse to start selling. An e-commerce business owner is the person who oversees the storefront, while the supplier handles all the logistics and storage. And if you're interested, Sellvia has got you covered. With Sellvia, you get a turnkey store preloaded with products, and when a customer makes a purchase, the service automatically processes and ships the order. Your task comes down to marketing and driving traffic to your site. Income here isn't capped like a salary. It depends entirely on your sales volume, meaning the sky is the limit. The upsides are that you get a ready-to-go business with fast shipping, high-quality product descriptions, and marketing materials. The downsides: this is a business, not a 9-to-5 job, so you need to invest in advertising and carry the risk. But if you've always dreamed of your own store or brand, this is hands down the easiest way to start. In the modern world, you don't necessarily need to produce your own content. You can be a content creator for other people or companies. Sometimes these are full-fledged shoots for a brand in a studio setting if you feel comfortable in front of a camera. And sometimes these can be simpler tasks, editing shorts and TikToks, or editing YouTube videos. Actual income here usually starts from about $45,000 a year and can reach $100,000 and higher. It all depends on the complexity of the work and the number of clients. The upsides: a degree isn't needed, and everything can be learned on your own. You can work from home or on site, and the demand is always high. The downsides: income starts slow, it takes time to learn, and there's a lot of competition among beginners. But good specialists are still hard to find. Okay, moving on to the next profession. It sounds complex, but essentially, a no-code specialist is someone who builds websites and operational systems, just like assembling furniture from a kit. Typically, this involves working with website builders, app builders, and AI services. For example, a client may say, "We need a website where a person leaves a request and it immediately goes into a spreadsheet and gets sent to a manager." Your task is to set everything up so that it all works in sync. The difference from traditional development is that you don't write code from scratch, but rather use ready-made solutions. Essentially, all that's required from you here is logic and common sense. The client presses a button, and such action happens. You can set up automatic replies to clients, sorting of requests, text generation, and report creation. Income here is usually from $60,000 to $100,000 a year, and higher if you have experience. Upsides of the profession: you don't need to know how to code. You can work from home, and you can work for yourself. The demand is high because companies need such services constantly. The downsides: the tools sometimes change. For example, the service you used goes bankrupt, and you urgently need to look for a replacement and fix the client's workflow. You can learn this profession even on YouTube. Look for lessons on no-code and building sites and automations. But I'll note that it helps to know at least the basics of programming. In complex tasks, even ChatGPT often makes mistakes, and if you know the basics, it'll be easier for you to identify and fix the error. But in most cases, for simple tasks, you can get by without knowing any code. The biggest mistake is thinking that without a degree, you're doomed. Nowadays, companies pay for value, not for a diploma. I'm not saying you should quit your job right now, but I highly advise choosing a skill that you can develop, especially if it leads to your own business, like e-commerce, because this is exactly where the exit from the rat race begins. If you still have questions about these professions, or you aren't sure if something suits you specifically, write about it in the comments. I read them and try to reply. Like this video if it was useful to you, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Peace.